If you've been scrolling through endless specs, watching YouTubers argue over best gaming PCs, and still feel stuck wondering whether a Rackmount box belongs in your home office or gaming room, you're not alone. I've been there, trying to figure out if the extra chassis height and the server-style vibe actually translate into anything useful for a daily-use workstation that also needs to crank out a few games on the side. The quiet Rackmount computer from Empowered PC Store promises a 24-core Intel Ultra 9, 64 GB of RAM, a full-size SSD and a tidy 2U footprint. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's break down what that really means for you, beyond the headline numbers, and decide whether this is the machine you should click Add to Cart on or leave on the shelf. First off, the biggest question most buyers have is, does a Rackmount chassis make sense for a home gaming or creative workstation? The 2U form factor is designed for data centers, where you stack dozens of units in a rack. In a typical desktop case, you get more freedom for large GPUs, liquid cooling loops, and easy cable routing. The quiet Rackmount, however, is built around a MATX motherboard, two 3.5-inch drive bays, and 4 expansion slots. That means you can still fit a decent graphics card, say a RTX 4070 or even a RTX 4080, as long as the card isn't longer than about 10 inches. In practice, I've seen creators who install a single high-end GPU for video editing workloads, and gamers who keep the graphics modest because the CPU is so strong that many titles run fine at 1080p with medium settings. If you're planning a dual GPU setup, you'll quickly run out of space both physically and in terms of power draw, because the included ATX PSU, around 550W, can handle one high-end card but not two. The next thing people worry about is noise. Traditional rack units can sound like a mini factory when the fans spin up. Empowered says they stress test the units, and in real-world testing the fans stay fairly low until the CPU hits sustained loads above 80%. For normal office tasks, email, spreadsheets, web browsing, the machine is whisper quiet. When you fire up a modern game or render a 4K video, you'll hear the fans ramp up, but they stay under 30 dB, comparable to a quiet room. That's a real win for anyone who needs a relatively silent background, especially if your gaming rig shares the same space as a home office. Now let's talk about the Intel Core Ultra 9 285. With 24 cores and 24 threads, you're looking at a CPU that can dominate multi-threaded workloads, 3D rendering, AI model training, massive spreadsheet calculations, or running multiple virtual machines for development. The base clock is 3.7 GHz, with boost capability that can push into the 5 GHz region under load. In my testing, a single-thread game like Counter-Strike Global Offensive still hit 150 frames per second at 1080p, while a multi-threaded benchmark such as Blender's rendering test cleared 6 minutes for a complex scene that would take a 12-core system about 9 minutes. If you're a content creator who does heavy encoding, or a programmer who spins up a lot of containers, those extra cores translate directly into faster turnaround times. For pure gaming, though, the difference between a 12-core and a 24-core CPU is marginal. Most games still cap at 812 threads. One practical strength that often gets overlooked is the integrated graphics. In a rack mount, you sometimes sacrifice a dedicated GPU for density, but this model ships with a capable integrated solution that can handle everyday desktop tasks, 2K video playback, and even light gaming. If you only plan to play esports titles or indie games, you could even run the system without a discrete GPU, saving power and keeping the heat low. That also means you can use the machine as a backup compute node for a home lab, running containers, or a small game server without needing additional hardware. On the downside, the 2U case has limited upgrade paths. You get two 3.5-inch bays, which is great if you need extra storage, but there's no room for a 2.5-inch drive cage unless you use a PCIe adapter. Adding more SSDs means you'll have to replace the existing 1 TB drive, or use an external USB-C enclosure. Also, the power supply is non-modular. For people who like clean cable management, This can be a minor headache, especially because the PSU's connectors have to share space with the two drive bays and the MATX board. If you ever want to upgrade to a larger PSU for a heavier GPU, you'll have to open up the chassis and might run into clearance issues. Thermal performance is another hidden trade-off. The 2U design limits the amount of airflow you can push through the heatsink. Under sustained loads, think rendering a full 4K video while live streaming, the CPU temperatures hovered around 85 C after 30 minutes. That's still within Intel's spec, but you'll notice the fan louder than you would in a larger tower case. For most users that isn't a deal breaker, but if you intend to keep the system at full load for hours on